Hey, Frank, we're teeing up what's expected to be some big, significant developments today in a major story in our city. He's pleaded not criminally responsible for carrying out one of the most horrific attacks in Toronto's history, the Toronto van attack trial. It continues this morning with the defense calling their key expert witness to the stand. A big day. Adrian Ghobrial has been covering each and every day of this difficult trial. And Adrian, we're expecting some controversial testimony today. Is that right?
Yeah, we are. That's right, Melissa. What we're expecting to hear from Dr. Westfall today is him give his reasoning and his professional opinion why he believes Alek Minassian should be held not criminally responsible. As you mentioned, he is the defense's key expert witness here for this trial. They've called two other forensic psychiatrists to the virtual stand thus far, two Canadians. Dr. Westfall is an American from Yale. Previously, the other doctors stopped short of giving their reasons for why Minassian should be held not criminally responsible. We're going to hear that this week, beginning today, from Dr. Westfall. He has some. He sat down and assessed Minassian over several days. He recorded those assessments on video. They'll be played behind me here inside a special room for the public at 315 Front Street West. Afterwards, that video is going to be sealed. They never want it to get out. And as the other day, I spoke with defense lawyer Kim Schofield, and she kind of explained to us why Westfall is so important and why without his testimony, really, the defense have no case.
And the testimony
has to assess where on that spectrum Minassian lies, and because of his particularity, whether he, at that time, appreciated what he was doing was wrong. And he is the building material for that NCR application. His evidence is the most important. His evidence is central. He is the key witness on this application.
And what's been fascinating too, Adrian, watching your coverage on CityNews 5 and 6, is what we're learning about our legal system along the way. And the testimony that begins today is doubly important for the defense because the other doctors, they haven't exactly built a strong case for Minassian. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Especially last week, we heard from Dr. John Bradford. He is a forensic psychiatrist who's been sat in as an expert witness on trials for decades. He's from Hamilton. He's from St. Joe's Hospital in Hamilton. And he told the court last week, keeping in mind he's been called by the defense to assess Minassian and to testify, he said he simply can't get his head wrapped around how Alek Minassian's autism spectrum disorder, which is at the center of the defense's case here, could be held not criminally responsible. It's never been done before in Canada. It's never autism has never successfully been used in an NCR case ever before here in Canada. It will be interesting today to hear Dr. Westfall. A reminder: this is a judge-only trial. Justice Anne Malloy is the only one who will be coming up with Alek Minassian's fate. Alek Minassian's fate really rests in her hands. There is no jury.
And Adrian, I wanted to ask you something really quickly too. You showed a clip or a scene of that video that you talked about, the interview that this doctor had with Minassian. It's only been seen by a few people, and you've seen it.
Yeah, we're about to see it with Dr. Westfall's. He did an assessment, as I mentioned. He did an assessment with Minassian and he recorded it. Now it is only going to be seen by a few people. After it is shown, it will be sealed and never shown again. Dr. Westfall, again, reminder, he's American from Yale. He said he wouldn't testify at this trial if this video was ever made public. It pretty much, as Justice Anne Malloy, the judge, said, it almost felt like her trial was being held hostage. This was almost a ransom demand. But she agreed because he's from America. She can't force him to come and testify. And he, as we've mentioned this morning, is the key witness for Minassian. And for him to have a fair trial, the defense needs Westfall to testify this morning. So
I don't want to put you on the spot.
This video is only going to be shown here, and it's going to be shown in a few places, and then that's it.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you know why the doctor doesn't want anyone to see this?
One of his main arguments, and frankly, it's not a bad argument, is that he never wants this video, his assessment of Minassian, to end up on YouTube. He's afraid that it could be used by others in the future to help radicalize others. You know, we've seen lots of the video of the police interrogation. It's that video. It's a camera from a high angle pointing down at Alek Minassian. This one, as we're told, is straight on. And some of the details revealed by Minassian are somewhat disturbing, and the doctor says, I'm not testifying if this will ever be made public, and he has his wish. So I'll be able to report on what we see. I'll be one of the few people who will be seeing that video today.
Another reason to tune in tonight, City News 5 and 6, get the latest from Adrian on this trial. Thanks so much for that, Adrian.